Bullet Cast for life.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Bullet Cast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bullet Cast. We are the number 32nd sports and recreational podcast, but then again, we are the only sports recreational podcast. It is simply just too sweet. I have the Canadian Destroyer, Brandon, in the building. Of course, I am the Podfather. Oh, wait, what is this? Ladies and gentlemen, the California Kid, Mitchell.
Good to be back.
You've been hiding under there these past
well, finals.
couple months?
You know how that is.
All right, get the briefcase and frame, man. That's a big deal.
He's been in Little People's Court. That's where he's been.
Ha! Yes, California Kid. Of course, I am the Podfather. 125 days and counting as the reigning, defending, undisputed Bullet Cast champion.
Even though I should be the
75
champion.
of those days?
I should be champion.
It was only 19, guy.
No, well.
If you defended at Backlash, I'd be champion right now.
Hey, man, I'm a fighting champion. We all know this. All right, let's.
If you are, then I would be champion.
All right, let's get
Or
into.
you just be like Brock Lesnar, who just defends whenever the hell he wants to.
Hey, guys.
Podcast about wrestling, right?
Yeah, the
Talking
A
about
team is
wrestling?
back.
Talking about wrestling?
All
That's
right.
what we're talking
Yeah,
about?
that's why I'm so fired up.
I got my Axel, and I got my Dallas here. Let's go, guys. I'm ready.
Hey.
All right.
He looks like Dolph Ziggler with those nice, fresh, blonde highlights.
Oh man, he does. Stunning young chap.
Just call me Khaleesi. Let's do this.
Okay. All right. Performance enhancing audio. Outside of the ring, Rey Mysterio brings up the idea of forming a new LWO, of course, Latino World Order. Would we like to see this?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm cool with it. You know, Mysterio, Almas, Selena Vega, throw Kalisto, let's say Dorado, Grand Metalik. I don't care
So
about.
basically, you just get all the Mexicans together.
I mean, that's basically what happened with the Nation of Domination. That's what happened, with kind of the New Day a little bit,
But then what would be the reason for them to get together? Just because they're all Mexican?
I don't know. We could have some storytelling going on. I'm not in the creative room. I'm not booking the
I
territory.
mean, he's spearheading it. Sure, why not?
Actually, you know what? I'd like to see Almas be the leader.
I do.
No, I like Selena Vega to be the one leader.
I'm also okay with that.
Women
I like
empowerment.
Almas is great.
Hey, man. Yes, there we go. She could be the brains behind the whole operation. I'd be down with it.
Bring a little tranquilo to...
Exactly, guys. Let's do it. All right, so apparently the Fox deal for SmackDown includes a weekly studio show on FS1. Thoughts on this?
This is honestly...
We're open for business.
Just because it's been happening while I've been gone. This is crazy that SmackDown's on Fox. That's still having me rolling.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've heard rumors of NXT. I don't think that'd be the possibility. Honestly,
It's just unfortunate because I think NXT would do really well on television. I think.
Yeah, but it has to be like an in-studio type deal.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe not Talking Smack exactly, but a
Something like it.
Talking Smack-esque.
Did it say if it's a half hour or an hour?
I believe it is 1 hour of 1 hour. Of
So
television.
basically, it's going to replace the UFC Tonight.
I'm okay with that.
It's fun.
Talking Smack with Paige.
Or I don't know, just
be
have
interesting.
something studio show. You have Kathy Kelly or Renee Young,
Yeah.
Probably get Rosenberg or Roberts up there.
No, we don't want that.
I
We
mean,
don't want that.
listening to your Under the Radar, you remind me of Sam Roberts.
Yeah. I mean, that means I have to change things up a bit. Then.
Yeah. All right, no, but it'd be something interesting. We'll see what happens. All right, moving on from that, Enzo Amore, or the real one, as
It's just real one. Just real
Oh,
one.
real one.
Just
I'm
real
sorry.
one.
Real-
Real one.
real one.
Number one, no space.
I can't believe we're still
yes.
talking about this
All
guy.
together.
Yeah.
One thing.
So, I mean, you talked about this on your new episode, your new show, Under the Radar. It's under the Bullet Cast umbrella. Go check it out. It's on wherever we are on, Go, talk about this, man. You seem to be big on this.
Well, basically, Enzo just throws shots at everybody. The internet wrestling community, the lady who alleged the sexual assault. That's why it's called Phoenix, because that's the city where it took place.
Yes.
And basically, it's just, even though his whole gimmick the past couple weeks has been all about spreading love and positivity, he's just throwing hate at everybody right now.
Terrible.
The opening scene is some fat guy living in his mom's basement watching wrestling, and that
Jesus.
was not a good start. I was already rolling my eyes at that.
That's terrible.
You ever even seen it?
Honestly.
It has over 1 million views on World Star's YouTube channel.
Honestly, I'm be honest with you, I haven't seen this. I don't know if I'm gonna give it the light of day.
I mean, you need to watch it just for how bad it is. He grabs his consensual penis like 3 times, and he says consensual penis while he grabs it.
I mean,
Because he's all about consent.
was it like an aggressive grab, or was it like a Michael Jackson type deal?
It was very aggressive.
Oh, so
Looking right into the camera with his fist in the air.
that's
I'm just trying to forget that this person exists.
that's just not good.
I mean, I can demonstrate, but we're a PG rated show, so.
Yeah. Apparently, fans have started a petition to get him back. His career is dead.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
It's over.
Sorry, Real One.
Which he's taking over Drake as the #1 rapper in the game.
All right.
Watch out.
All right. So, apparently, David Arquette, star of the Scream franchise, he was in Ready to Rumble. Apparently, he was on Wendy Williams this past week, and he is making a return to professional wrestling.
Cool.
Good for him. I'd rather see Enzo back than David Arquette.
David Arquette was a world champion. No, I don't know,
Jinder
man.
Mahal was a world champion.
I know. Shout out to my boy.
All right. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. It was a
You're
mistake.
just gonna leave us for another 6 weeks?
Yeah, I'll be back another. Hey, Yep.
His summer classes he got to do.
I'll be back at SummerSlam.
All right. Well, David Arquette, hope that all goes well with you.
Did he say what he's gonna do? He's just gonna be in the ring.
He just said he's making a comeback. He's like 46 though. He's gotten older.
Chris Jericho's around that age, and if Chris Jericho can do it, David Arquette can do it, right?
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I mean, Chris Jericho's never WCW champion.
That's true. He does have something over Jericho. Well, I mean, we'll see. Maybe hopefully Courtney Cox is. Actually, I think they divorced, so it doesn't really matter what she thinks about this. I'm just kidding. I love Monica Geller. Friends is awesome. All right. Moving on from all that, All In just got a lot bigger. So, at a Ring of Honor show, Nick Aldis, the current NWA World Heavyweight Champion. If you haven't seen the 10 Pounds of Gold web series on the NWA channel on YouTube, go watch it. It's great. He says that he's all in, but he's the dealer. He has all the cards. So he makes a proposition to Cody. Cody has a Ring of Honor World Championship match before All In. He's going up against the current champion, Dalton Castle, and fellow Bullet Club member, Marty Scurll. And Aldis says if Cody wins that, then it will be title for title at All In.
That's awesome.
Thoughts on that?
This is yeah, I'm down. I really like that this is Cody's match. I like the idea of adding some more weight to it. Do you think he's going to win?
I mean, that's the title Dusty held, they could tell a great story with it. Cody said in the promo, he's not doing this for Dusty, he's doing it for him.
Oh, I mean, do you think he's even going to win the Ring of Honor title?
I mean, it would make All In a lot bigger, but then again, like, Dalton Castle, I'd feel bad for him. He won the title late last year and he hasn't really done anything.
That's Ring of Honor's fault. It's not really his fault.
Yeah, I know, it's... I don't know, man. But they could swerve us and have Marty win the title.
They could. That could add some fuel to the.
I mean, let's say Dalton retains the championship. He's beaten Cody and beat him for the titles. He's beaten Marty in singles competition. Yeah. He could be like, after he returns out, he'd be like, I'm all in or something. I don't know. All this, I'll see you there. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm not excited for the match. I mean, it's a big deal, I guess, for have Cody Rhodes being the NWA champion.
That'd be really cool.
Probably the biggest name that they've had hold the title since they had it in TNA and AJ had it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, I mean, it gets eyes on the NWA, and they've been doing some good stuff with the YouTube series. And, they used to have it on a 50-year-old guy, and now they got it on Nick Aldis, which is a little bit of an upgrade.
I like Tim Storm. They told a great story with that, him in the 10 Pounds of Gold. He was just a regular guy, but he had a dream of being the NWA champ, and he got it. Aldis, he's done a great work with it. He's defended it against Colt Cabana and a whole bunch of other guys all over the world.
I just thought that it was going to be Cody and Kenny at All In, but I guess not.
Oh,
yeah, I was surprised that wasn't the match either. But
I mean, this would really
is this the main event?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
think so.
I think so.
I think it might be a Young Buck match.
I don't think this is the main event, just because this is. I don't think Cody's going to put himself in the main event. Honestly, I think it's going to be a Young Bucks match.
No, that's a possibility. But, it'd bring more importance to the current version of the NWA title.
Yeah.
It'd up the ante. All right. So, John Cena, he was being interviewed about his movie Blockers that came out some time ago.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Really liked it.
Was it actually?
Really liked it. It was funny. John Cena. I don't know if it's just because it's John Cena. It's John Cena doing stupid stuff, but I thought he was really funny.
I mean, John Cena's good on comedy. The movie just didn't look good. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it. All right, so Cena, while he was being interviewed about that, he was asked, who would he like to face? Who are the next big things? And he says Velveteen Dream is the next guy
I could
in
not agree more.
WWE.
Velveteen Dream is incredible.
I love Velveteen Dream.
Hasn't had a bad match.
I know.
Hasn't told a bad story. He
gets his character.
He's one of the most interesting characters on anything WWE related.
Yeah.
He's like he's in a feud with Ricochet, and I'm almost rooting for him. That's how good he is. Like.
Yeah. I mean, because you alluded to this on your Under the Radar show. Yeah,
Plugs all day long.
Yeah, I finally watched the clip of Dream saying, anything you can do,
oh
I
my
can
God,
do better.
It's so good.
And Ricochet just doing that amazing tope con hilo, landing on his feet.
My shins broke watching it.
I know, Velveteen, he just looked at him like just shocked as all hell.
And I mean, that was an amazing thing that Ricochet was able to pull off. Velveteen's reaction is what made that moment special.
It would have been funny if he fell on his face.
It would have been really funny if he'd fell on his face. Same reaction from Velveteen.
No, I mean, let's not applaud botches, guys. No, these guys are putting their lives on the line, But anyway, going back to this whole thing. Dream has a great hold on his character. I like how each opponent is something different.
Yeah.
When he was with Cassius Ohno, he had the boxing type deal entrance at that takeover.
Aleister Black, it was just say my name.
Yeah, it was just really strong character work and amazing athleticism, and that's going to be the same thing with this and with Ricochet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be something amazing.
I really agree with Cena on this one.
The guy's only 22.
Yeah.
He has a long career ahead of him.
He's gonna be the best thing coming out of Tough Enough ever.
Yeah,
Oh
easily.
my God, yes.
Easily. Sky's the limit for this kid.
But is he gonna eliminate the Undertaker at Royal Rumble? I don't think so.
Oh, Maven.
It can't be Maven.
You can't be the Miz, main event WrestleMania,
No one's Maven.
Yeah, so I mean, Cena, the biggest name, just drop it in form. I mean, that's awesome.
No, yeah, I agree.
Get more?
Well, I'd like to say something.
Oh,
No, yes.
I thought you said stuff.
Yeah, I just said some stupid thing about Ricochet falling on his face.
All right.
You guys was going on all day.
All right.
Anyways, I think Velveteen Dream is very talented. I don't think he could be the guy in WWE, especially with Vince McMahon being in power. Because I feel like
Hey,
I don't know if Vince McMahon would do this, but I feel like he might turn the gayness up on Velveteen Dream a little too much, even though it's not even really his gimmick anymore. Like he's never really
he's not really androgynous anymore.
He's just flamboyant.
He's just like, he's what Prince
And
was
I think
doing.
he can just I think if Vince sees him, he's just going to be a comedy, low-card guy. He'd be No Way Jose, to be honest.
Really? I see worst case scenario, honestly. I see worst case scenario, he fills the role that Goldust filled for years. And Goldust is
Goldust versus I like that.
Goldust versus Velveteen Dream would be I would say that would probably be a good opening feud if when he comes up to the main roster, and you could use it to cement him as the new weird flamboyant character, and I think that he would thrive in that. I don't see him as a world champion as a face, but I definitely see him as a world champion as a heel.
Oh
at
yeah,
some point.
absolutely.
I think people would latch onto him. I think he would be really good for exposure for wrestling if people could see that wrestling can tell good characters with that. But I agree. I would be scared for him to come up onto the main roster and him immediately just become the artist
the gay one
known as Velveteen, and he just turns up the gayness to 11, but not in a good way.
Jesus.
I think Adam Cole would be a bigger star in WWE if pushed right compared to Velveteen Dream, but that's just me.
Oh, I think Adam Cole is set to be the next
I'm with
big heel.
Adam Cole. I'm with the Undisputed Era. Let's make that stuff happen. All right, this day in wrestling, absolutely nothing.
What? Cultaholic does something every single day.
I know. I checked. Nothing.
Nothing.
That's what the whole episode was.
All right.
Nothing.
All right, all you wrestlers out there, you have half a day. You need to do something amazing so that June 1st can have something cool on its numbers.
Exactly. All right, so the age-old topic. We're going to get into this here on the Bullet Cast. We haven't done it before. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Mitchell and Brandon, Bret or Sean? Bret Hart
I feel like this is going to be a very short discussion because I've made my thoughts very clear on this subject many times on this show.
Are we talking who do we prefer? Are we talking their impact?
Who was more important for the business, Bret or Sean?
Who's more important? Because that's very different than who do you enjoy more.
Who was more important?
I think Sean wins every single one.
I think Sean wins every single one.
Onward to the next topic. This is supposed to.
Whoa!
This is supposed to pad out for an hour.
Let's look at this. Hold on. I mean, Sean, did he have his demons? Yes, of course, but wasn't just the greatest wrestler of the '90s, greatest in-ring performer of all time. But then
Ric Flair, but we'll move on.
I mean, I say greatest in-ring performer, greatest wrestler of all time. Flair, hands down. I look at it, but then Bret again. He was on top in a very, very bad time for the company, which doesn't really say a lot. And then, as soon as he left, the company had their next big boom period. So, anybody that says Bret over Shawn, like you gotta look at that stuff.
I think Bret is incredibly important.
No, Bret, one of the greatest technical wrestlers, hands down.
I think that honestly, I don't think it's I don't think he made a mistake in doing this, but I think part of what is gonna make Shawn always win out is the fact that he stuck around. Like, obviously he stuck around because things were going well for him, and Bret hightailed it out of there.
Yeah.
But him hightailing out of there, though it became the climax of one of the most important moments in wrestling, and him leaving after the screw job is kind of why we have the current authority that we do today. Like, even though that he kind of caused
it's all
that,
Bret's fault.
I think him leaving did in the end up lowering the amount of impact he was able to have in the long run. Not in that he didn't have an impact, he definitely has. Just Shawn stuck around. Shawn had a bigger impact.
I mean,
well, Shawn didn't get kicked in the head by Goldberg.
True. I mean,
I don't think Bret was going to wrestle in the 2000s that much anyways.
Yeah.
But you never know.
X-Pac, he was on Sam Roberts' pod earlier this week, and he talked about when he, Nash, and Hall left to WCW, and Shawn, he had a loyalty to Vince. He felt it was his turn to be the guy, be the champion, so he stuck around. And loyalty runs a long way with Vince McMahon. I mean, obviously, Bret, Shawn, and Vince, all that's in the past. They've all made amends for each other. But, I mean, Bret, he had some success. It just wasn't in the best time in the company. And then when he left, the company hit a major boom, so it's like...
And then, sadly, at the end of the day, what's Bret doing right now?
Yeah.
And Shawn is still doing his
Shawn's
stuff.
at the Performance
Shawn's
Center.
at the Performance Center. He's crafting Next Generation. He's laying out matches for NXT, and you can tell, you can feel it. He apparently laid out a lot of that ladder match last takeover, which was an incredible ladder. Like, he is still making wrestling better every day. His impact is going to last a lot longer, I think, in the long run.
I mean, I don't want to,
maybe not his reputation. I think Bret's reputation may last longer. I think Bret is going to stay in the mind of all wrestling fans probably longer because he left, but I think Shawn's legacy will have more of an impact in the long run.
I mean, I don't want to shortchange Bret Hart at all. That's not what I'm doing.
He's incredible.
What's the difference between reputation and legacy?
Reputation is when
the way you carry yourself. But
Shawn changed that after when he came back.
He's
a good Christian boy now. Shout out to the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
That's true, but I'm talking about legacy as what you really did for the business,
his impact.
Like his impact. I mean, DX, the Rockers, throwing Marty through the barbershop window. That's that's the precise moment he got over.
Yeah.
And then his stuff with Sensational Sherry, his feud with Hunter in the early 2000s, his stuff with Cena back in 2007, and then the story he told with Taker the last 2 years of his career. That's a legacy. I mean, Bret, King of the Ring, he was been the world champion, had a great feud with his brother Owen, who the anniversary of his death was last week, R.I.P. Owen Hart. But, Shawn, he did more,
Yeah.
Plus that thing with Ric Flair, back in 2008.
Yeah.
So, Shawn, he did so much, especially, the greatest second act in wrestling history.
Shawn, yeah. Bret is the more important half of the screw job, which is one of the most important moments in wrestling history. But,
it's all at work.
But that's kind of it. I mean, that's kind of it as far as changing the face of how wrestling works. Where Shawn has a lot more work.
Work.
Shawn
Okay.
worked it.
Yes. So the Raw recap.
Oh yeah, wrestling happened this week.
Yes, it did happen. All right. So Finn Balor, he has a confrontation with Braun Strowman, and he slaps him. Braun's talking about how he's going to win Money in the Bank. Finn Balor comes out and says, I was the first Universal Champion, this and that. Gives him a nice one on the cheek, which leads to...
5 fingers straight to the face?
Oh, yes, of course. Which leads to a match between Balor and Braun.
Always love a good David versus Goliath.
Balor won via...
Kevin Owens on commentary, absolutely killing it.
Oh, Kevin Owens is amazing. Shout out KO.
Yeah, he's great.
Shout out to my boy Kevin Owens.
But Balor didn't defeat Braun. Kevin Owens interfered, which made him get disqualified, which made Balor win the match, which is very... makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially since Finn lost last week. Balor showed that he might have been able to win.
Yeah, that second coup de grace.
If Kevin didn't interfere, so, I understand why they did. Good, solid. booking.
It edges on the danger of just feeling like wheels are spinning until Money in the Bank a little bit, because we're just kind of like going back and forth with matches we've already seen. But at least we are building the idea that anyone has a chance, which is hard to do when Braun is in the match
Oh yes, of course.
and Roman isn't.
All right.
Roman
Roman not even on the show today.
Not even there.
He wasn't.
Amazing.
He wasn't.
Made the show that much better.
Oh, all right. Well, Elias, a man who I walk with, he gets interrupted by the current Intercontinental Champion Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins, makes his way down to the ring and he prepares for his match with Jinder Mahal for the title. And
Elias being a lot more mean. It wasn't like, oh, sing song, have fun with Elias this time. He was like actually being a heel, which I appreciated.
yeah,
I enjoy.
I love it. I love when Elias is all rugged and whatnot. All right, but my boy Jinder Mahal defeats Seth Rollins DQ.
Honestly, not a terrible
Another
match.
name to the list of guys Jinder's beaten since he won that title, man.
Well, the reason that Seth Rollins got disqualified is because your boy had his little boy was trying to beat up on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins couldn't take any more of it, so he took a chair and mollywopped both of them.
Your boy had his little boy.
I enjoyed the buckle bomb into Mahal.
Yeah, I mean this was a decent match though.
This is fun. I mean, it's Rollins. He can only carry so hard, but he carries hard.
Yeah, I loved it. All right, then after that, Seth Rollins, he gets assaulted with a guitar by Elias. So,
That was a solid bump too.
Yeah, this match has been made official for Money in the Bank. Rollins versus Elias for the Intercontinental title. I'm excited.
Yeah,
We're gonna see some. It's
good.
gonna be a good match.
it should be good.
I digs it. Thoughts on that?
We'll see what Elias has, because Seth Rollins I don't think can have a bad match. Elias hasn't really shown he can have a fantastic match. But we'll see.
All right. Nia Jax tries to intimidate Rowdy Ronda Rousey. So she has an enhancement talent in the ring with her. And she's just performing like all her big moves.
Yeah.
The Samoan drop, the leg drop, and the that flipping senton.
And she power bombs out of the freaking armbar to be like, look, armbars don't work on me.
Yeah.
Supposedly, apparently, even though she lost to an armbar back in NXT.
What happened? She was advocating for body positivity.
Oh no! Alexa Bliss was right. Nia Jax was was the bully the entire time, and we just didn't know.
Told all of you.
Storytelling, right?
Nobody wanted to believe
Right?
me. God, always listen to Little Miss Bliss.
In a bubble, I think Nia Jax performed very well.
Oh, this
She-
character.
no.
is-
She was being a really good
This
heel.
character is much better than the character. This character is much better than the no bullying character that she had, and even better than her original heel persona. This is where Nia needs to be. It just doesn't
I
make
like
sense
it.
that she got here.
Yeah, it doesn't make
There's
sense how
no
she got
reason
there.
why she got here, but the character that she is now is solid. Like I like this Nia.
Yeah, she's like, you don't intimidate me,
It's not even that hard. Just have like a segment last week or something this show to kind of build up Nia being annoyed by Ronda or something like that. Because
No,
it
she's
just kind of came out of nowhere.
She's just
like,
a bad girl now.
what the hell is this?
Which means that now Alexa was right, and now who are there any other faces besides Ronda Rousey for them for like who
Bailey's here to save the day.
Yeah, that's like all we got at this point.
But Ronda, once again, not really saying all that much. So
Yeah.
Staring
showing
the
that they
pose.
don't really trust her in the
Just
they cut a promo.
Which is really too bad because I really like her promo style, but that's okay. We'll wait. I like her.
Well,
Really?
I really like it. She sounds like a normal person.
Really? I'm
sounds
gonna tap you out.
Okay, I don't like that, but I like it when she gets to like when she just talks. Like I like that often if they let her just do stuff, she ends up talking like a regular person. I enjoyed that.
I like her press conferences back in the UFC. I don't know where that Ronda is. That Ronda just disappeared when she got knocked out by
They
Holly
can't
Holm
decide
and
if
Amanda Nunes.
They can't decide if they want to make her play the WWE role or if they want to let her just be herself, and it creates two different Ronda Rouseys.
I don't
Well,
know.
there are two different Ronda Rouseys. There's smiling Ronda Rousey and angry Ronda Rousey.
I like Angry Ronda.
Those are
I like
the
angry
two
Ronda
Rondas we get.
Yep. All right, so the Woken Wyatts defeat the Ascension. Do we care?
No.
I wish they did so much more with this tag team. Like, just can we go to the Hardy compound, just have some kooky shenanigans ensue instead of having
Vanguard 1 just flying around.
instead of having some throwaway match of the Ascension, can we just see like Queen Rebecca and Senior Benjamin just doing some stuff?
Yeah, just go like film some segments. You
Yeah.
know? You can just show them on Raw for like 3 or 4 minutes.
They
It won't
freaking
hurt
did. They
anything.
freaking did the fashion files for like 6 months and it didn't go anywhere. At least we can do something with these guys when they actually have a reason to have video segments. And I love the fashion files and I miss them.
Oh yes, I do. I miss those boys.
R.I.P.
They're not dead.
Jesus. All right, Kevin Owens.
What about him?
he goes on to defeat the glorious Robert Roode.
This is one of the more entertaining Bobby Roode matches that I've seen.
It's not saying a lot, though.
No, it's not saying a lot, because he's honestly boring Triple H. I'm sorry.
He's a glorious Triple H.
I really, really don't enjoy Bobby Roode as a wrestler.
Thank you.
And I
Come
feel
on over
really
to the
bad.
bandwagon.
He's really boring.
Come on over here to the Bobby Roode hate
slow.
train.
He's slower than Triple H, and that in of itself is hard to believe because Triple H wrestles a slow, methodical style. Bobby Roode wrestles a slow.
I've seen Bobby have
style.
some quick pace matches.
What,
Yeah,
10 years ago?
Yeah, in NXT.
Not like 10 years ago.
Was it 10 months ago? I don't think so.
2013,
Okay, yeah.
5 years ago. Okay, so we'll just cut it in half.
He makes Randy Orton look like a cruiserweight.
Hey,
And Randy.
Yeah, he makes Randy Orton look like a Ricochet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's
I
so
mean,
slow.
I don't know. I know what Bobby Roode's capable of.
I know too,
mean,
but he's
Jesus.
not showing me it right now. This match, all
been
that to
saying
say,
it,
this
man.
match was fun.
Gotta drop the gimmick, man. Gotta drop the glorious thing.
Thank you.
I've been saying, like,
Whoa, I've been saying that forever.
I said that months ago. Hold on.
I don't think he needs to drop the glorious gimmick.
I
I think
do.
he just needs to get back to the character he was playing in NXT. That was fun. That was a fun heel. I don't know why he's a face.
Turn him into a cowboy.
I don't know why he's a.
Yeehaw!
Turn him to have him
All
go
right.
JBL. Yeah, just have him be JBL.
Yep.
Have him be Jimmy Wang Yang.
My God.
Yes.
I don't think he's Asian, but...
I mean, okay, all right. Moving on from all that.
It had a great finish. I love the little sunset into the. It was cool. It was a cool finish.
Yeah. So after that, Braun Strowman dismantles Bobby Roode and Kevin Owens.
It was great.
That's what Braun does.
That was Braun does.
Braun
This
doing
is
Braun
fun.
things.
This is Braun. Braun is continuously the more entertaining part of Raw.
See, this Braun is doing other things that a current other Braun can't do at the moment. Yeah.
What?
I don't know what I was going with that. All right.
What, dominating?
Yeah.
I think LeBron James is dominating.
Did he win?
If it wasn't for J.R. Smith,
Did he win?
well, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. 51 points.
Yeah. Jeez.
I heard about that. Yes.
You heard about it.
Again, just
Strength
like-
in numbers, baby.
Again,
Go
just
Warriors.
like Seth Rollins, you can only carry so hard.
Shout out LeBron. I'm just playing.
You can only carry garbage for so long.
With my dog, Braun. All right. So Sami Zayn has a promo on Monday Night Raw, and he tells us some very shocking
And
news.
he does everything in his power to redeem last week.
He tells us that those were not actually Bobby Lashley's sisters.
What?
In fact, they were men
No.
dressed up as women.
No.
I took off. I needed a moment. I had to pause, Ron.
No.
I walked around the block for a little bit. I needed a moment to regain.
digest that?
Yeah. It was Jesus. I mean,
That was hilarious. I
hurt.
laughed really hard. I loved this. I loved him in this segment.
I'm always a fan of insincere apologies.
Yes, and Sami Zayn is brilliant at this. You could
Oh
tell.
my goodness.
You could tell he knew last week was awful, and he was doing everything in his power to fix it this week by making a joke out of it.
I mean, it's not the worst.
It was pretty bad.
It was bad. It's not like the worst thing we've ever seen.
It wasn't This Is Your Life with Alexa Bliss.
It wasn't
or
Katie Vick.
It wasn't. It wasn't freaking the old day, but it was close.
You know, I mean,
Well, saying we're sorry it happened isn't gonna make me forget about it.
No, but making a joke out of it is gonna help me. Is going to ease its pain.
honestly, up until like this segment, I forgot like those other segments you just mentioned. I forgot they even happened. You know.
Yeah.
Our-
And that's because it's just buried deep in your brain. You want to
Yeah.
forget about it, but it's still there.
And it's really unfortunate that Bobby Lashley is obviously going to win because
At Money in the Bank, yeah.
one of these two wrestlers is very charismatic, and one of these two wrestlers is going places, and one of these wrestlers is someone I would like to see higher up on the card and doing things, and it's not Bobby Lashley.
They just haven't given Bobby a chance.
I know, man.
He's not charismatic.
I know what. Yes, he is,
He's
man.
boring.
Go back and watch some old TNA stuff, man.
But I don't
Bobby
care
was
about
good.
old
old
TNA.
TNA.
It's
Not old TNA. I'm talking about like when he
don't-
was there like
Like last-
recently.
I don't
last
care
year.
about
Yeah.
about him and TNA. I care about him right
It's
now.
Impact now.
Oh, Impact. Yeah, sorry.
And
Gotta
he's
stay
not
current.
interesting.
Shout out Austin Aries, new Impact World Champion.
Wow, spoilers. I was gonna get around to watching that.
All right. Yeah. So Lashley and Zayn at Money in the Bank.
I did enjoy the handshake. That was fun.
That was something interesting. I dug it.
Sami Zayn looks just like Ace Catcher Jonathan Lucroy. Go out and look at it for yourself. They're twins, even though Sami Zayn is older. So
He also
Jonathan
looks, he
Lucroy
also
looks like
a
Sami Zayn.
skinny, buff Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
All
Shout out to-
gingers look the same.
Yep.
Oh. All right.
Yep.
I said it here first.
You can be racist
Drew
for
Galloway.
It's okay.
Drew
Gingers
McIntyre.
have no souls.
gingers. Yeah. Who cares? Drew Galloway has his first singles match on the main card.
Drew
Yeah,
McIntyre
Drew McIntyre.
Sorry, Drew McIntyre. Whatever.
defeats
I'm never
Chad
gonna get used to
Gable.
that.
We just jobbing out my boy Chad.
Poor Chad.
He's-
I love Chad.
He's great, and he doesn't deserve to be in the Ty Dillinger spot, but he is.
Because he's short.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if
If he was
he's
like
so
6
good.
inches taller,
man.
he'd be Jason Jordan.
But
be
I
honest.
mean, the guy's a stud. He could like take down anybody in that locker room. I think
He could be
almost anybody.
He's an
He
Olympic,
could take down Brock
he's an
Lesnar, I said it.
He's an Olympic wrestler.
Chad Gable
No,
versus
you know,
Brock
from
Lesnar.
one amateur wrestler to another. Like
Oh my God.
I feel for my guy.
He could be
You know.
he could be another Daniel
You don't
Bryan,
want
I
him.
think.
Yeah.
Short, underdog,
Yeah, I mean, our
charismatic. He's great in a promo. He's really fun. He's legitimately funny.
like
He's basically like Daniel Bryan. He's
You know,
underdog,
But he's
sincere.
younger. He's got a very different look. He's got a very different character, but he is very much like
if
Daniel
they're
Bryan.
doing this thing with the show and Gable, I'd like to see a little shoot match between Gable and Ziggler.
Oh yeah, actually, I would legitimately.
That'd be
like
I think
that.
Gable would win.
I think so too.
I think he would. You know.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
he would.
I want to see Brock Lesnar versus Chad Gable.
I mean, I think I could.
I think Brock would win. He's just too big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brock's humongous.
Oh yeah.
You know, I like to see a little amateur wrestling on Raw.
Maybe
That'd be
Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. See what happens there. A little
Yeah.
American Alpha shoot
reunion type deal.
Style. I think that's the only thing that's going to save Chad Gable at this point.
That is American Alpha getting back together. Yeah.
That Jason Jordan return. I can't wait.
No, Chad Gable's the kind of wrestler that you could easily throw him into the Intercontinental title scene, have him win, and it would feel legitimate because he's a workhorse.
But he's
and
short.
But he's
short.
But he's a technical
And
wrestler.
Brian short.
He's short.
And Brian short.
Exactly.
also
And look how long it took for
Yeah,
him
it
to get
also
over.
took Brian forever. You literally got fired and brought back.
So true. All right, the B team.
Woo!
Have a barbecue, baby.
Because they're trying to make some friends.
They are
No,
trying
the
to
B team BBQ.
the B team BBQ.
There you go.
Sorry.
You got the bow, the
What was
bow,
that?
The
bow
Bow Dogs.
beans.
The Bow Dogs. You got the potato salad. You got
Would
the,
you eat a bow dog?
Oh,
got
hell
the
yeah.
potato chips.
The potato chips.
The baked beans.
Oh my goodness. So what was Rhino eating back there?
He was having a couple sandwiches.
Bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, he was just
Jesus.
living his best life, man. He was just.
Hey, he's upgraded from the cheese and crackers.
Oh
he was
yeah,
just feeling
that-
himself.
That was making me sick, man. Watching meatless cheese and
Well, you
crackers.
don't like cheese and crackers? I mean,
Nah.
they're a little salty. Put some cheese whiz on it. It's alright. Redneck special.
Jesus. All right, so
West
This
Virginia
was-
special.
it breaks out into a
This
food
was
fight.
fantastic. I loved this entire segment from beginning to because it was actually because comedy and wrestling is so hard. So when they try to do something funny and it actually is funny,
We like
both-
comedy that's funny around
both
here.
intentionally and unintentionally. There were some things that were funny just because they were funny. There were some things that were funny because they were stupid. Like this was just hilarious, and I just
Like,
enjoyed every bit of
Like
it.
Curtis Axel forgetting who the tag team champions are.
Yeah,
That's actually hilarious. This was a good
It
little
works for their gimmick.
Memorial Day fun.
I love the
Type
B
deal.
team. The B team are one of my favorite because I also believe that both of them
Their
are
theme
great.
song is badass, man.
It's great. I love the B team. I'm down.
It's on
with
my
the B team.
Spotify playlist. It's in the rotation now.
It's on my running playlist.
I digs it, man.
I roll my eyes at the food fight, but everything leading up to it was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and you knew where it was going. You knew that it was just like you're just watching the car wreck.
I just feel bad for the stagehands who got to clean all that up.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
like,
yeah.
In like 5 minutes.
Shout out to the stagehands and all the production and costume design. Like, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you guys work
over
hard.
there at WWE.
You guys
I do.
Work hella hard.
All right. So my girl Sasha Banks qualifies for the Money in the Bank.
The white one.
Yes, the what?
Not the green one, the white one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Shout out Sasha. Getting some
Yeah. Gotta build her up
getting
slowly.
some love.
build her back up.
She defeats six
Everybody.
other women. Yeah.
This match was hot garbage.
Hey.
This match was like what?
There were some hot things in there, but they weren't garbage. I'll tell you that right now.
I enjoyed.
There's so many quick finishes there.
I enjoyed once Ruby got in. Once Ruby started doing her thing, I started to enjoy the match.
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
More. And because she was, I mean, she's.
My girl Ruby, she can go.
I know she's great. She's one of my favorite. I will say that I'm.
There was a Game 7 in Stanley Cup to watch. I was watching that.
I will say I'm never a fan of gauntlet matches where the face comes in last. Or like when they come in and it's like, okay, well now I feel sympathy for Ruby because Ruby has been in there taking people out, but she's the bad person. So why should I be rooting for Sasha?
But
So
it's boss time.
yeah, it's just a little weird. It's always a little weird. They
Don't
did
ever
they
say
did
that.
it.
Do not ever say boss time.
They
Michael,
did it.
every time Michael Cole
they
says
did
that.
it with Sasha in her last gauntlet match as
Makes it
well,
so
where
cool.
she came in last to face off Monster Nia Jax, and I was like, okay, well, but she's not overcoming the odds. She's coming in fresh and last. It's weird to have the face come in fresh. I think
Yeah.
personally, I think it's a weird choice.
Well,
But
you don't like boss time?
Every time Michael Cole says something like, it's the big dog, or it's boss
That's
time,
when you know business is about to pick up.
it makes everything
oh
so less
my!
cool.
Exactly. Like Like, it's boss time. I'm like,
my.
something's about to go down with my girl. I
Could
got
it
to watch
be?
now. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm making fun of it. It's awful.
Come on, man.
It's terrible.
It's great. Come on. It's the big dog. I mean, come on.
No, it's the big dog.
You know business is
big
about
dog.
to pick up.
It's awful. It's
Like,
so bad.
That's the equivalent of...
How do you pick up business? How does
Look, that's the equivalent of when JR was like, it's Austin. It's the
if that's the equivalent, then that is a poor piss excuse for an equivalent.
Look, Michael Cole, you get a lot of flack. I've said terrible things about you, but hey, I'm older now. I'm
I
wiser
say terrible
now.
things about you as well, often.
I appreciate you, man. Holding down the fort, being the voice of the company for all these years. But my boy Corey's coming for that
Rock
chair.
hard Tom Phillips
Hell
is better.
yeah. Let's go, Corey. Let's go,
Rock
Corey.
hard Tom Phillips.
Corey, Tom, and Byron. That's still
Smackdown Live.
That's still my favorite commentary.
Shut up, Byron.
Smackdown Live.
He's
Samoa Joe.
Just gonna ignore my rock hard comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. My boy Samoa Joe climbs a ladder, takes down the green briefcase.
Not the white one, because that's for the women.
Yes.
Don't want to get them confused.
Yeah, of course. They should just bring
So
back
what?
the gold.
In the Money in the Bank, are both of them gonna be up there, and then the men are gonna have to go for the green one?
No,
Also, they just have to take down the white one, and they forget.
No, I'm pretty sure there's only going to be one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I would hope WWE's not that stupid. All right, so Samoa Joe, he climbs
Maybe
the ladder.
Bobby Roode does it, and he accidentally grabs the women's one because he's an idiot.
Samoa Joe grabs the briefcase and he cuts a promo on how he's going to beat Daniel Bryan tonight and become qualify for the Money in the Bank. Daniel Bryan comes out, Big Cass comes out. Cass walking out with that crutch or whatever. And he's just kind of laying way to Bryan and Joe, which leads to a triple threat to qualify for the Money in the Bank later on in the show. Thoughts on this opening segment?
I thought Samoa Joe was really good as being a heel. Samoa Joe's
awesome.
He might be like the best heel in the company right now.
Oh my
He's
God.
just tearing things up, and Daniel Bryan comes out. Once you talk about his kids or his wife, business is about to pick up.
Oh my.
Exactly.
And yeah, and then Big Cass comes out. He comes out with one crutch, which I was like, oh, that means he's not good. I mean, who really uses one crutch when they're injured?
Yeah. If you bring out one crutch, that's a weapon.
And yeah, and then
Well, bam.
I was a little disappointed. I want to see Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan go half hour, but
I did.
I was
too.
not
Yeah,
disappointed
me
with the
too.
main event. The main event was good.
It was good. It was very good.
It was a good match.
All right, so and then we get an absolution segment. Paige and Mandy and
Sonya.
Sonya, yes.
Don't forget about Sonya.
I almost did.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Sonya.
Don't sleep on Sonya.
You my girl. Going out with Seth Sex. You my girl.
What?
What? You didn't hear about that?
What are you talking about?
Sonya Deville going out with Seth Rollins' ex-girlfriend. I know.
Okay.
That's that.
Hopefully she doesn't send out pictures like she did for Seth Rollins.
What?
I saw Thrawn sent out a picture.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it that X or the other X or another X?
It was the one with the Nazi sign.
Oh, it's the Nazi one.
Yeah.
So that's not the one who was sent
I
out.
think it was.
Okay, then that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's talking about the
The thingy pick,
Jesus. All right. So I
the
was
Richard pick. Yeah, even though it's like a full body one. But if you want, it's kind of like Kenny Omega's DM, just almost exactly like it, like frame by frame. It's almost like he was just copying it.
Why did I come back?
Shinsuke Nakamura goes on to defeat the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger.
Good.
They're just saving Ty for when anything is remotely 10 related.
Yes.
You
can
Ty Dillinger cut his hair, which I was very happy about. I don't know how long he's had that haircut, but
If you can relate the match back to the number 10, throw in Ty. Have him show up.
I mean, look.
I know this show is catered to children, but I mean they're really going the Sesame Street route, all counting to 10 every time.
Nakamura's a great heel.
Yeah. Nakamura, he's a very interesting heel.
2 kicks to the back of the head, yelling at him, counting to 10. He did it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling him as a super villain. He's a great villain. Like, that's the thing. He doesn't, like, most heels are just like, oh, he's just a bad guy. He's kind of a douchebag, whatever. Nakamura feels like a super villain. Like, he feels evil, and I enjoy that. Like,
He does feel evil. I likes it.
I like it as well.
Everything is evil.
Yes. All right. AJ Styles cuts a promo. Just talking about his match at Money in the Bank with Nakamura, and what his plans are. And
Only time we saw AJ the whole show.
whole show, yeah.
And even the live crowd didn't get to see him in ring either.
Yeah, wow.
That's.
Did he have a dark match? Maybe.
That's what I meant. That's the only time the crowd saw him.
No, he didn't.
He didn't have a dark match
No.
afterwards?
That's a displeasure. That
Yeah,
really is.
I'd be disappointed if I went to SmackDown Live
Yes.
and I didn't even get to see AJ.
But you got to see the 205 live.
You did.
Well,
205 Live is amazing now. I must go to a SmackDown now. All right.
205 Live is great.
So we have J-Lo, we have
Oh boy.
all these great dancers, but Naomi and Lana having this dance off. doing the little kid and play. It was fun.
It was a fun segment.
It was a fun.
It wasn't
fun
great.
stuff.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't amazing.
It wasn't amazing.
Okay.
But it was fun.
Just like the Nia Jax thing, where she just kind of comes out of nowhere being a heel. Lana was a heel, saying that Rusev needs to cut the dead weight of Aiden English. Then she comes out with Aiden English last week. Everyone's, happy, smiling, Lana Day and all that
Now
stuff.
he's helping.
And then now Lana's just attacking Naomi from behind, and now it looks like Lana's a heel. What is going on now? What is Lana?
Aren't all three of them a heel? Haven't they always all been a heel?
But last week they looked like they were turning babyface.
They're a heel with face cheers.
Yeah, see, that's always the problem is when they don't follow the crowd. It
I thought
creates a dissonance.
last week was like a definitive babyface turn for all of them, and then now they just went back to being heels.
I mean, I support Lana Day all day, every day.
Lana is the best. Lana number one.
Yes, happy Rusev Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Rusev Day.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
You
doing.
didn't see? That's what happened today on this day. It's Rusev Day. Disdain wrestling.
Disdain Wrestling.
It's
June
Rusev
1st.
Day.
It's Rusev Day.
June 1st is Rusev Day. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. They did the whole little kid and play thing. They did the backs to each other, and then Lana struggling to get that neck breaker, but she got it.
We all know Lana won the dance off. I mean, we all know she won.
Obviously, Naomi, you my girl, you blood, but nah, I'm sorry, it just didn't happen.
Lana's got the moves.
Yes, Lana, she has the moves because she's number one.
Funk is on a roll.
Jesus God, what a you really pulled for that one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the New Day go on to defeat The Miz and The Bar.
Good for them. I think my theory of Big E being the New Day member to be in the ladder match is coming true.
Hey,
They listen to me.
I'd love it.
Yeah, he's the one.
Big E and Money in the Bank. It just makes sense.
Big Bank.
Just makes sense.
Yeah, and he'd look great with
That's
the.
why I said
Hey, wait, hold on. If he were to win, would they have like that free bird rule with the briefcase?
I bet you they would say
they
do.
would try, but Paige would probably shut it down.
Yeah, I bet you they will say. Well, when they win a singles title, they're probably going to treat it like they all won it. It's not going to be real, but they're going to.
Lake Cool did that crap.
But they're
Let's
gonna.
not do it.
But they're going to say they. I mean, they're the New Day.
Then maybe
They're gonna-
that's how they break up.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the way they break up.
I don't want them to break up, but maybe.
That makes an interesting point. All right, so the Good Brothers, they have a promo, and then they're interrupted by the Bludgeon Brothers.
Okay.
I was washing dishes at the time, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, Luke Harper, a new formerly known as on WWE's YouTube channel. Go check it out. Shout out to Luke Harper. All right, Asuka defeats Mandy Rose.
She better have defeated Mandy Rose.
Yeah, it would have been ridiculous if she didn't. But it looks like they're investing in Mandy though.
I mean, yeah, look
I mean,
at her.
I
She's
know,
the next
big
Trish
surprise.
Stratus.
She is.
Hopefully she's like Trish and she can't wrestle, and then all of a sudden she gets hit in the head and she like turns into Macho Man or something. She can wrestle, just like certain Jay Lethal.
Yes. All right. So there's a little PCB reunion. You guys remember that?
The sorority sisters.
Or
The
no,
submission
really.
The
sorority.
submission sorority. Yes.
Don't go on the internet, kids.
Yeah. Please
Do not look that up.
do not look that up. All right. So Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch, they're all
But
backstage.
if you do, probably want to bring your parents' credit cards. Anyways,
PCB has
PCB.
They're having a reunion backstage or whatever. And since Paige is the general manager, she makes a match for next week. We're gonna get Charlotte versus Becky.
Always a good match.
give me that Becky.
Yes.
Let's go Becky.
All right, it's gonna be a good one. I can't wait. And then we have Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega on screen with Sin Cara.
Pretty sure it's not the same Sin Cara that knew Andrade back in Mexico, but you
No.
know, it is what it is.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Or the Mil, or whatever the hell his name is.
Mystico, yeah, that
Mystico?
guy had attitude problems, and then this one, he stops.
He has a tattoo.
because he hurts his finger.
Well, maybe it's the beginning of what you want.
Oh, actually no, I said I don't want Sin Cara. That's
Oh,
what I said.
he's the only one you don't want in the group?
Yeah.
Well, of course it's going to be the only one who's in the group. It's going to be just Almas and Sin Cara.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible. All right, and then the main event, my boy Samoa Joe qualifies for Money in the Bank. He goes on to defeat Daniel Bryan
Good match.
and Colin Cassidy.
Good match. Fun. Enjoyable.
Colin Cassidy.
I prefer to just see Joe and Bryan, but this
Oh yeah, I mean obviously. Oh, Cassidy had a good showing.
That was a good match.
That Empire elbow.
as good as he can be.
And you can still save the Dana Bryan Samoa Joe match for later down the line, because
Yes.
maybe Samoa Joe might, grab that green briefcase and
able
might
to-
win the title.
And
you
you're
never
able
know.
to, and
So-
you're able to protect. You're able to protect
On it, you know
Bryan a little bit by saying there was a third person in the match. He
And it
didn't
always
get
gets the
beat
internet
too
riled up of
clean.
having Dana Bryan jobbed out, and it leads to further speculation of Dana Bryan not signing this contract.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what I was thinking? Since like SmackDown, they got the Money in the Bank match last year. Shouldn't a Raw guy win it this year?
I mean, but
I think it's going to be 1-1 either way.
Yeah.
Oh, like Somebody from Raw wins the women's, and then some.
Yeah.
I'm going Natty and Samoa Joe. Early prediction right now.
Early predictions.
I'll go Natty and Miz.
I mean, we're just saying them right off the
No,
doing
but
this.
just like-
early predictions.
Early speculation.
I'll say I'll say Sasha and Miz.
All right.
Those are some early
Playing for the
predictions.
waters, because a lot of stuff's on the line when we do those predictions coming up pretty
The
soon.
jabronis get that. The big boys get this thing.
Yeah.
All the jobbers, the one-offs can get that.
Oh, the one shots, the guest stars.
The guest stars, yeah. Not the mains.
Right.
All right, so Superstar Spotlight. Who do we got?
Oh, wow, we're at Superstar Spotlight already. B Team.
Okay.
For me, B Team. They're just the most entertaining part of everything that I saw personally.
All right.
They're super entertaining, super funny. They worked. Their segment with Kurt Angle was great.
I have a tendency of stealing yours, so you should probably go first.
Why don't you go first?
All right, mine's Samoa Joe. Is that yours?
Of course not.
Of course not. I'll go Samoa Joe. As I said earlier, Samoa Joe had a great promo, being just a vicious heel. Sometimes he has a tendency to scream too much because you have a microphone. You don't need to yell, Joe. But I think he's really good. He's always probably going to get turned face eventually because he's so good. But I think right now, he's the best heel on the roster.
Cool. And what about you, buddy? Buddy boy?
Got to go with my boy, the Velveteen Dream.
Well, yeah, I forgot NXT happened. Yeah.
Yeah, NXT happened. Just
And he's great.
Listen to my recap on Under the Radar, episode 1.
Episode 1, Under the Radar. When are you getting your own show, man?
I have my own
You
show.
can't even
It's
show
called-
up to this show.
I have my own show. It's called Evergreen.
Oh, I'm not
I
talking
do it
about
every
that.
2
I'm talking
weeks.
about something on here.
I don't know.
Under our umbrella.
Let's see if I can show up for 2 weeks in a row first.
Oh yeah, let's right. Yeah, Velveteen Dream, great character work on NXT this week. His as I mentioned earlier on in the show, his facial expression to Ricochet's Tope con Hilo was priceless. It was amazing. It was nice.
He's always a good.
All right,
Did you guys watch? Speaking of Tope con Hilo, did you watch Bipolar Rock and Roller? Showtime?
I don't even know what that is.
Really?
I'm gonna be real,
The Mauro Ronaldo documentary on Showtime?
bro. I have been in a world of academics for the last 2 months.
So have I.
You're people.
here.
People are lucky. I'm here as well now. Finally,
No?
Anyways,
I'll look it up.
I thought it was great.
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Mauro Ronaldo, his mental illness. And,
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, I did hear about this. I forgot that was its title.
We talked about it on last week's episode. If you listen to it,
I don't listen to the show.
Jesus.
okay, I don't listen to it either because I'm always on it. I show up.
You gotta go back and listen to your work, man.
Man,
Gotcha.
I don't want someone accidentally overhearing me listen to my own voice. A little markish.
I'll check out
It's
the
like
I'll check out the
you know.
documentary. Love Morrow.
All right, so
You get to see Morrow in his different state of mind, which is a little weird, a little uneasy, because he's like over the top, very happy, and then he's like crying and like saying he wants to
It's
like
life, man.
kill himself and all that other stuff. And
it's very moving.
I think it was the day of the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight. He was like all super down because he thought he messed up. And
I
he
forgot
was, like,
that happened.
Most people did.
Because it was all about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor.
Yes. All right, so what's your promo pick of the week, man?
We're gonna go for a classic. I enjoy fun promos. We're gonna go back to May 11th, 1987. Most of y'all know this. It's the cream of the crop promo. Nothing means nothing. Nothing means nothing. I'm sure we've talked about this on the pod before, but this is one of the first promos I ever saw when I was getting back into wrestling because it was a meme on the internet. But honestly, the idea of being handed something backstage and then sending you out there to go like promote a match, I freaking love it. I wish they did stuff like that. So I wish it was. It feels.
Coffee creamers.
It was just free form, fun.
Gotta promote that duct tape over there.
Like I like
You
the
won't.
idea. I like the idea that wrestlers are having a good time and being silly, and there's that aspect in the locker room and getting to see it come out. I love it. For those of you who don't know, the story is wrestlers used to hand each other stuff before they'd go out to give promos, and they had to integrate whatever they were handed into the promo. And apparently, someone handed him coffee creamers, and he did his weird sleight of hand thing, which is also cool, like showing just little talents he had.
Ooh, yeah.
Just great, and it's another reason why Macho is one of my faves.
Shout out, Macho Man.
Is he in your fave 5?
He is in my fave 5.
Oh,
He's in my fave 5.
all right.
Shout out to the kids out there who know what that is.
But yeah, freaking, I want to see more of that. I want to, as much as I love seeing, like, people having, like, a fire, I want to see Rollins have to, like, just have a good time and promote a match in a random segment where he has to, like, integrate. Like, I feel like I want to see...
That's a good question. Who do you think would be the best at doing something like that?
Velveteen Dream.
Really?
I don't know. Just because, something like that, just involving a coffee creamer, it kind of has to be a comedy hype. I mean,
he made it serious.
I don't know
it
how.
was silly,
I don't know
but he
how.
made it
Jericho.
serious.
Yeah, you can make something.
Obviously
Jericho. Honestly, if they were back together,
I mean, Braun cut a promo with an apple. I mean,
yeah. Honestly,
go.
when they were together, I would say that the Shield was really good at that. The three of them, when they were bouncing off doing random stuff, when they were talking about like the white masks, and they're like, no, it's obviously a goat. What are you talking about? Or them trying to name the triple double power bomb. They were funny and silly together, and I feel like that they did a good job of showing that they were friends and still having a good time. Obviously, the New Day are good at that.
Oh, yeah.
But a solo wrestler, it's hard to think of a single wrestler who'd be good at that. I think Braun makes stuff work that shouldn't work.
Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
obviously.
Cool.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Just the good ones. The ones who are good promos.
I'd say Kurt, but he hasn't been up to par lately.
No, not lately.
It's Kevin Owens. It's the only right
I think
answer.
Chad Gable could make something like that work. I think he's shown.
He's the next milk guy.
I think he's shown that he can be come off as a jovial character, but still serious.
Jeez, come on, man. We gotta move on from that. Jeez, do you hear this guy? You're throwing things.
The cream will rise to the top.
Oh,
the cream.
I'm done.
The cream arose.
The cream
All
rose.
right. Yeah. Okay. Match pick of the week.
Shut up. Oh, speaking of Brad Maddox.
Jesus.
Right
God.
here. That's a transition right there.
Yes, Brad Maddox was the referee for Hell in the Cell 2012 when CM Punk defended the WWE Championship against Ryback.
Really
And
good match. I mean, hard.
If only we knew what was going on in Maddox's mind then. Jesus Christ. God. Woo! Yeah, I mean the match was, it was cool. It had at the end of it you have the scene of Ryback, when he was over, standing on top.
This was before the Rock match. So this was like a point in time where people were thinking like, oh, maybe they'll put it on Ryback because Ryback's so hot.
Yeah,
And CM Punk had the 300 or 434-day title reign,
Yeah,
and it was in question because Ryback was on fire at this point.
What is Ryback even doing these days?
He writes books, self-help books.
You write self-help? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for
I see you.
Ryback.
I see you, Ryback. I still remember one of his last matches.
Yeah,
that
he
had.
wrestles
Was
at
it-
Trash Promotions in Newark. But yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, throwing a little shade. I see. I remember like one of his last WWE matches, the one
Surprised
he
you-
had with
surprised
Kalisto.
you remembered what their name was.
Enjoying it. I don't remember what. I think it had a stipulation or something. I don't remember. But I remember enjoying it.
Yeah.
He's a good base
Yeah, I mean, this was
when he's not getting people killed.
Jesus. The ending scene when he's standing on the Hell in the Cell after he's slammed Punk on top of it. I mean, Punk barely escaped, and that was a period of Punk's career when he was a chicken heel. So it was a good time.
Yeah. Cool. There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on Twitter at BulletCast, Instagram The BulletCast, YouTube channel The BulletCast, Facebook is BulletCast. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play. About 3 of our episodes are on Spotify. I don't know how they got there.
But they're there.
They're there. Episode 57, Elimination Chamber qualifying time. That one's up there and a couple others. Listen to Under the Radar.
I don't know how Spotify works.
I don't know.
Because like all the ones on SoundCloud, like we delete all those and they just magically pop. I don't know. Shout out to the people who upload on Spotify.
Yeah, shout out.
I pay for that for my podcast.
Jesus.
It's money.
Oh yeah, you have another podcast, Evergreen.
Go check out Evergreen.
Does your
Not
Curveballs
wrestling
and chair
related.
shots where we talk wrestling and sports. We're talking about this. I was at Game 1 yesterday. It was amazing. LeBron James killing it.
As someone who doesn't watch or enjoy basketball really and watched the game yesterday because I work at a bar, really good game. Really enjoyable game. Down to the wire.
Worth the $520 for one seat.
Whew,
Jesus.
buddy, boy, wow. I loved.
I'll watch like the final seconds of the final
Yeah.
game just so
I
I can
love
say
Steph.
stuff.
I remember specifically Steph going up for the layup and getting like clocked in the head by someone's elbow and still getting the and one. Like really enjoyable game.
J.R. Smith, what are you doing? What are you doing, fam?
As a hockey fan, I'm always a fan of when game finals turn into almost fist fights at the end of the game. More of that, please.
Go Golden Knights.
Freaking Warriors and the Cavs. You guys freaking have been at each
I saw
other so
LeBron
often.
looking a little salty.
Well, if we're
wanna
going to talk
see
about
that.
hockey, let's talk about, Capitals and Golden Knights tied 1-1 going into Game 3. I think it's tonight.
Thanks tonight.
Who's going to win?
Vegas, man. I'm all in on Vegas.
Yeah, Sharks
Vegas
lost to them, so I'm going to root for the team who the Sharks lose to.
Exactly. Because I agree with this man. Always, if your team is in the playoffs and they lose, root for the team that beat them because you want your team to have lost to the best team in the league.
Yeah.
There you go. Logic. And also Vegas is awesome. They're kicking.
Logic like the rapper.
Logic like the rapper.
Jesus God.
Logic like the rapper.
Trash rapper.
We got what? Logic is fantastic.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
We'll save this for another podcast.
Yes.
We'll have a rap because let me just say,
Listen to Ye.
Let me
Just came out today.
little throwback. you guys, first podcast I ever listened to of you guys before I was even on the podcast is the one where you guys talked about the best like white rappers in the game.
John
You talked
Cena's
about
up there with them.
John Cena and Eminem.
Okay, that was him, man. Hold on.
That was the first time I ever heard you guys.
It's like
I almost
like
didn't.
Eminem.
That was
John
for
Cena.
sure like maybe 45 weeks ago.
Everybody
Jesus
else
Christ.
over here. It goes Eminem, John Cena, and then everybody.
God.
All the
Man.
other white rappers are down here.
Hey, man, John was spitting fire. He was spitting fire during his Thugonomics days, man.
I mean, we might have to have like a listening party with the Dr. Thugonomics.
We might have to. You know, when he was destroying Brock Lesnar, you know, he was like, I can't remember the rhyme. I just know it was fire, man. That's all I know. When he was dissing Kurt Angle back in the day, when he was talking about how slutty Stephanie used to look, man. Come on, man. John Cena, honestly, one of the greatest lyricists of all time.
I mean, John Lennon got nothing on him.
John Lennon. Jesus.
John Lennon?
What? All right, we've gone
said it.
so.
I said it.
We've gone so far.
I don't know
from
if you
wrestling.
said anything though. Okay, we're done.
Oh,
Let's
so
move
when's
on.
the next game for the
Oh yeah, when they
finals?
play next.
They play on Sunday.
Sunday. You know, this is a true storyline here. It was like 4 years straight of those guys just going at it.
Yeah.
Storytelling at its finest, man. I'm telling you.
At what point are the Warriors good so consistently that like because I know that they used to be terrible and
I
now
think
them
they
being
do it
good
again
is
next
a big
year.
deal. But yeah, how long until they become the Yankees though? Like how
I
long?
think they're already the Yankees. Everybody hates them.
Okay, there we go. Cool.
I think Cavs and Warriors do it again next year.
No, they're not. Because LeBron's going. LeBron's leaving the Cavs.
You think so?
He's dumping them, and he's going.
Going back to South Beach.
No, he should go to Philly. That's what I say.
Oh.
Philly got the
Sixers?
great young team. Steven, can you name one person on the 76ers right now?
Man.
George Washington.
One person
Thomas
on the 76ers.
Jefferson.
Ladies
John
and gentlemen,
Adams,
please listen to Under the Radar,
Alexander
episode
Hamilton.
1 from Brandon.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What?
If you're
I'm
not
just
listening,
naming off founding fathers.
if you're not following Joel Embiid on Twitter, then you're missing out.
Yeah.
You
Ladies
don't
and
even know who Joel Embiid is.
Okay, Under the Radar,
Ugh.
episode 1 from Brandon. Go listen to that. Evergreen, curveballs, and chair shots. I have a new podcast. It's called Turn the Effin' Mic On. When you spell effin', capital F, apostrophe, capital N.
He's a flat earther.
I'm not a flat
You're
earther.
a flat earther?
I'm not a flat earther.
Yeah,
That's what the
you
whole
and
episode
AJ.
was about.
It was a. It
You
was,
and AJ and Flip Gordon. You all hang out
no,
together.
no. I mean, I wish I was hanging out.
Right
with-
off the cliff.
I wish.
Right off the edge of the earth.
No. So what had
No,
happened?
there's no edge. Like, the entire Antarctica is, like, the edge of it, so we can't actually go to the edge of the Earth because all
Guys.
the ice is caving in it. Because I listened to the Flat Earth podcast with Chris Jericho. It made no sense. There's a lot of science, and I was on BART, so I couldn't actually, like, look all this stuff up, but
There's no science.
it was very confusing.
So what had
It's a
happened?
flat Earth theory. There's no science involved.
What happened was myself, a friend of mine, Ari, and Big E. He's been on the pod. We had this
Big
guy.
E, so he's gonna win the Money in the Bank Championship or whatever it's
Okay.
called.
Eric, and we had this guy, Vincent, or AKA Morpheus Truth Seeker, and he was a flat earther. He was trying to convince us, and his stuff was, his points made no sense, and we kind of broke kayfabe, and we said his real name, and it was just a whole thing.
I have never met a flat earther in actuality.
It's very terrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, turn the effing mic on. Capital F apostrophe capital N. It's on SoundCloud. It's on YouTube. Go look it up. We're working on getting on all these other platforms. And ladies and gentlemen, Money in the Bank predictions, they're coming soon.
Eventually. One of
Actually, you
these
know what?
days.
I could take this one off too if I wanted. You know, just keep the rain going. But I'm not
Just call
going.
him Brock Lesnar. We gotta paint that title red.
I'm not going to. I'm a fighting champion. This will be on the line for Money in the Bank.
That's what he said about Backlash, and he backed
and
out.
I might be here next week.
Maybe.
It might
Stay
be here
tuned.
next week. We don't know. All this is happening. All right. I'm signing off. I'll see you guys later. You want to close the show?
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Have a lovely day, a lovely weekend.
Our
Love you all.
Enjoy your summer.
Love you all, except for the Canadians.
Any of
Jesus,
I
man.
love to the Canadians as well. Any of you who graduated, happy graduation. I'm right there with you. Just graduated. Feels good, man.
You know, maybe I'll
Got all that debt
graduate.
for something.
Maybe I'll graduate in like 3 or 4 years. I don't know. You know.
How was
Maybe.
online? Did you take online journalism? The one where you have to make the giant documentary? Was that-
Bullet Cast for life.
This has been the Bullet Cast. Thank you for listening.